All right, guys, today's lesson is in tires. I mean, why just haul your trailer down to the Big O or wherever and let them put a set of tires on it and mount and balance them, you know, and miss out on the opportunity to do it for free and get a workout in the process. All right, so what we're looking at here is the overworked and underappreciated car hauler. And I've had this trailer for, just over 10 years. And those are the original tires that came on it. And when we were hauling this piece of work home, we had a blowout. And contrary to what some of you guys might think, I don't like changing tires on the side of the road. So I thought 10-year-old tires, it's time to swap them out. So I went on Amazon and I ordered a set of these guys right here. Free Country 205 75 15s. It costs $280. I'll put a link down in the description. You have to click on the description down below and you'll get a link to these guys here, but they're, you know, free delivery. They're good. They're 8-ply D rated. There's some other stuff in there. You know, they're quiet, they're safety. There's other stuff, a bunch of warnings here. One of them probably says not to do this at home. But we're gonna do it anyway because I can. Okay, the first thing we do is we get this little guy here and we gotta let the air out of this thing. And so that's pretty easy to do when you're not holding the camera. There we go. One of the harder things to do on the tire, the whole challenge of doing this at home is breaking the tire down, right? We gotta break the bead. And there's a few ways to do it. I've run over them with a car. I've used a handyman jack under the bumper. But then one day, I was cruising the old Dent and Ding sale at Harbor Freight, and I came upon this magic little tool, the Maddox manual bead breaker. And what this guy does is it wedges in the bead, locks down on the wheel, breaks the bead of the tire. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, if I have a set of custom, you know, Boyd Coddington, you know, one-off aluminum wheels for my street rod, I'm not going to be using this little guy right here to do the break the bead. But for this trailer tire, it's going to work pretty good. I am going to put a towel under it here so that it doesn't chew up my wheel. Wedge it under the bead, like so. And suck down the clamp portion, and then it's just a matter of going for it. And there it is. And we got to do the same thing for the back. Except on the back, I'm not going to get too worried about tearing it up. There we go. All right. Now, for the fun part. Now, my personal record is just under 2 minutes. I don't know if we're going to get there today, but I'm going to show you guys that it can be done pretty quickly. On your mark, get set, go. Hold my back bead set on me. Come on. Oh, I'm smoked. I can take a break. Okay, there it is. It's on there. Now, you'll have to forgive my heavy breathing. It's really hard to do that, especially if you're out of shape. No, it's not that bad. I got to put my valve stem back in. Some guys won't do this while they're just setting the bead because you might get too much pressure in there. But I can tell you these tires, the bead sets on these bad boys with about 15 PSI. Now, a bigger tire, the right way to do this would be to get like a 5-gallon bucket, or like I use this little stool here, and set it up on it. And you go around and you just push down and get like the back bead to set. And then it's a piece of cake when you come back and you can kind of push it on the front bead to get it to set. Now, it's harder to do with one hand, so I'm gonna throw on the tripod, play with that a little bit, get the bead on there, and we'll air this bad boy up. All right. Like I said, these tires aren't too bad because they're not so narrow. But you can do just like I was showing you there. Set like the back bead. Seems to work better. And then you flip it over. You can kind of stretch the tire towards the front. Maybe. Where's my air upper? There it is. And we'll get it to take some air. There we go. Now you're gonna hear 2 pops, obviously for the 2 beads. One in the front, one in the back. You don't want to have your hand in there at the time. There's back bead. Come on now. And here's the front bead. There you go. You can see that these tires set, the bead set with less than 20 PSI. You definitely don't want to sit there if they're having a hard time seating and crank a bunch of air in that, especially leaning over them. There's all kinds of safety issues with that, but that's not what this video is about. There you go. That's how you mount up your tires. Next thing I'm going to do, catch my breath, finish putting air in this, push it up to 60, throw it on the trailer, and I only have 1 more to go. Thanks for following along. If you guys can beat the record, let me know. Put your time down in the comments below. Thanks for following.